Good morning, students. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Uh, Good morning, students. So, welcome to the class module number 12 in the second unit, petrol engines. Right. Today, we are going to discuss about the carburetor. Right. So, carburetor is a device. Right. So, which forms a mixture of fuel and air. Right. Then, what are the types of carburetors and what are the additional features will be used in the modern carburetors, right? So, these terms will be discussed in today's class. So, before entering to this class, just we recap what are the terms we discussed in last class, right? So, for the last class, just we give an introduction about the fuel supply system of an SI engine, right? So, before that, uh, we already study well about the constructional features and the operational working operation of the petrol engine, right? So these terms we discussed in last class, and the fuel supply system of the SI engines, right? So for the spark ignition engine is normally uses the volatile liquid fuels, right? So the preparation of the fuel and air mixture is very important one, right? So that process, the process for the formation of the combustible fuel and air mixture by mixing the proper amount of fuel, right? That is the proper proportion of the fuel with air before admission to the engine cylinder, right? So that process is called as the carburization. That process is called as the carburization. So the carburization is done with the help of a device, right? So that device is called a carburetor, right? That device is called the carburetor. Then the factors affecting the carburization process, right? So we have major four factors, right? One is the engine speed, then the vaporization characteristics of the fuel, then the temperature of the incoming, that intake air, right? The intake air temperature, and the design of carburetor, right? So these are the four factors which affects the carburization process, right? Then uh, then we see the different mixture requirement, right? Different mixture requirement for the different load conditions and the different speed conditions, right? So we have a three range of throttling process, three range of a throttling process. One is the idling range, crushing range, and the high power range, right? So these three we see in the last class, right? So today we are going to discuss about the remaining term, that is the what is carburetor, right? How it function, how it works, then what are the types of carburetor, and what are the additional features will be required to meet the modern carburetors, right? So that we can see in this class, right? So the first one is the simple carburetor, right? Carburetor is a device, right? So the process of the carburization will be done by this device, right? So it is a simple carburetor, right? So in this simple carburetor, see what are the terms are there, right? So first one is a float chamber, right? So it is a float chamber, right? So it is a float chamber, right? And it is the float, and it is the float, and here we have, see, a needle valve and the fuel from the tank. From the tank the fuel will be supplied in the float chamber, right? So this float chamber is vented to the atmosphere or in a opening of the throat venturi, right? Or opening of the throat venturi, and we have a discharge nozzle jet, and we have here a choke will be there. Here the choke will be there, and the venturi throat is there, right? Venturi throat is there. So these are the parts of a simple carburetor. Then the one more thing is the throttle valve, accelerator valve, right? Throttle valve, right? So these are the parts, right? So one is the float chamber, then float, then the needle valve, then the vent, then the discharge nozzles, and the venturi, and the choke, the throttle valve, right? So these are the in simple carburetor consists these components, right? See, if the amount of a fuel in a float chamber falls below the designed level for, see here, it is a float, right? So note this, right? Note this, and right. See, if the amount of fuel, right, the amount of fuel will be enter through this, right, enter through this pathway, right? So if the amount of fuel in the float chamber falls below the designed level, right, the float goes down, right? So this is a float, the float will be goes down, right? So the float will be goes down, thereby the opening of the fuel supply valve, and see the needle valve, the needle valve will opens, then the fuel gets enter into the float chamber, right? So now you understand what is float chamber and what is float and what is needle valve, right? So if the fuel gets falls down because of the carburization process, automatically the floats will be comes down, right? If it comes down, so what will happen, the needle valve opens the fuel supply, right? The needle valve open the fuel supply, and the fuel will be comes into the float chamber, right? Is it clear? Then once the float reaches the maximum level, right, that is the floating chamber is full, automatically, and the needle valve closes the fuel supply from the tank, right? Then the float chamber is vented either the atmosphere or the upstream side or the upstream side of the venturi. See here it is the vent, right? So the vent will be through the atmosphere, or it may to the upstream side of the venturi, right? Upstream side of the venturi, right? So here the air will be comes into the system, and the air fuel mixture will be goes to the engine cylinder, right? So this direction will be there, right? So this direction the flow will be there, right? Then so during the suction stroke, the air is drawn through the venturi, the air is drawn through the venturi. The venturi is a tube, we know, right? What is a venturi, right? The venturi is a tube, decreasing the cross section with a minimum area. That area is called the throat area, right? The throat area. So the venturi tube is also called as the choke tube, right? The venturi tube is also called as the choke tube, right? So as the air is passing through the venturi, right, the velocity increases at the maximum level. At the same time, the pressure will be decreases, right? The pressure will be decreases. Then the fuel is fed. The fuel is fed through the discharge nozzle. The fuel is fed through the discharge nozzle, and the throat venturi is called the carburation. Sorry, fed into the discharge nozzle. The tip, right? The tip is located. Right, right. So here the tip. See, the tip will be located below the range of the this line. Below the range of this line. See, here here it is the float range, that is the fuel chamber range, and the tip will be somewhat in the some height will be there, right? Some height will be there, right? That the height will be indicated by the h value. The height will be indicated by the h value, right? So that height is called as the lip of the nozzle, the lip of the nozzle, right? So why we are giving that height means the because of the differential, because of the differential pressure between the float chamber and the throat of the venturi, right? So that is called the carburization depression. That is called the carburization depression. Due to this carburization depression, the lip of nozzle is given. The lip of nozzle is given. Then the pressure at the throat is fully open condition, full throttle condition. That is the full throttle condition. So lies between the pressure will be 4 to 5 centimeter of the mercury, 4 to 5 centimeter of the mercury. Then to avoid the overflow, of the fuel through the jet, right? To avoid the overflow of the fuel through the jet, the level of the liquid, in the float chamber is maintained in a particular level, right? So it is maintained in a particular level. It is maintained in a particular level, right? But the fluid nozzle will be in somewhat, it have some difference in height, right? So that height is called the lip of nozzle, right? So you note that one, right? So this is the carburetor and how it works, right? So once the fuel gets inside the float chamber, right? So the float will fed, the fuel will be fed through this nozzle, right, in the throat area. At the time, the air will be passing through the choke area, right? The air will be passing through this choke area, and it will get mixed, and it will be goes to the engine cylinder. It will be goes to the engine cylinder. Here the amount of flow will be controlled by the throttle valve, right? Here the amount of fuel will be controlled by the throttle valve, right? So here we have some drawbacks, right? So it provides the required air fuel ratio only at the throttle position, right? So only at the throttle position the air fuel ratio is provides, right? And the other throttle position, the mixtures either lean or richer depending upon whether the throttle is open less or more, right? So it provides increasing, right? It provides increasing the richness of the air fuel mixture as the speed of the engine increases, right? As the speed of the engine increases. So the reason behind that is the throttle valve is opened gradually. The throttle valve is opened gradually. The pressure at the venturi throat decreases. The pressure at the venturi throat decreases, which decreases the density of the air, right? Which decreases the density of the air with increase in its air velocity, whereas the quantity of the fuel flows remains constant, right? So the quality, that amount of fuel passing through from the nozzle is constant. Therefore the air fuel ratio decreases with the increasing the speed of the engine, right? So if the speed is low, right, if the speed is low, then we can get a very lean mixture, right? We can get very lean mixture which may not be sufficient to ignite the mixture, right? So the simple carburetor is only suitable for a small stationary, simple carburetor is only suitable for a small stationary engines to run at the constant speed, right? To run the constant speed. So these are the drawbacks are there, right? So we can overcome these drawbacks by adding some additional features, right? By adding some additional devices, right? So that devices we can see in next slides, right? So the types of the carburetor. Next one is the types of the carburetor. So here we have three types, right? Depending upon the direction of the air and fuel flow. The direction of the air and fuel flow, we have three types of, sorry, three type of carburetors, right? So one is the updraft carburetor, downdraft carburetor, and the side draft carburetor, right? So in the diagram itself we can easily find which one is updraft, which one is downdraft, and which one is the side draft, right? So the updraft carburetor, so this is the updraft carburetor. This is the updraft carburetor, right? So which the air is enter the carburetor against the gravity from the bottom into the upward direction. See here, the air is passing through this direction, right? So against the gravity and from the bottom to the upward direction, the air passes, right? So the disadvantage of such carburetor is that is the lift the sprayed fuel droplets by the air friction. That is the disadvantage, since the fuel droplets have the tendency to separate out from the airstream due to the high inertia, right? High inertia, it becomes necessary to design the jet tube and a throat of the relatively smaller area in order to increase the air velocity to the that it carries the fuel particles along even at the low speed engines, otherwise the mixture reaching the engine will be lean, right? So however, with relative smaller cross sectional area of the jet tube, the carburetor cannot supply the mixture at the required faster rate of at the high speed engines, right? High speed engines. So due to this, the updraft carburetor have become almost uh, absolute. It is an absolute, right? Then the second one is the draft carburetors. The second one is the draft carburetor. So here it is the draft carburetor, right? Here it is the draft carburetor, right? So these are usually installed at a level higher than the intake manifold, right? So it will be usually installed at the level higher than the intake manifold. In these carburetors, the flow of mixture is assisted by the gravity, then it passes into the intake manifolds, manifolds. This allows the proper flow of the mixture even at a low speed engines. At the same time, the carburetor is reasonably accessible, right? So this type of carburetor is a downdraft carburetor, and the third one is the side draft or horizontal type carburetor, right? So it consists of the horizontal jet tubes, right? It consists of right. So it consists of the horizontal jet tubes, right? Such a carburetor has the advantage where under the bond space is limited, right? The bond space is limited, and also the resistance to flow is reduced due to the elimination of the one side, that is the right angle, right? So right angle turned into the intake passage, right? So the most automotive carburetors either the down draft carburetor or a side draft carburetor, right? So most of times we are not using the updraft carburetors, right? So um, then partially because the downdraft unit is ideal for the V type engines, right? So it is used for in the V type engines, right? So these are the types, right? These are the types of carburetor will be used in normally automotive engines, right? Then the simple carburetor will be used for a small type of engines, right? So it is a major disadvantage of the simple carburetor. So we need some modification. Uh, in the terms of the economical one, and it will be used in all other engines, right? So we need some modification in the simple carburetor, right? So that additional features will be there to improve the requirement of the engines them to meet the fulfill conditions. The engine at an all working operations, right? So the additional devices will be required in the simple carburetor, right? So that is called a complete carburetor, right? That is called the complete carburetor, right? So for the meeting of the demand of an engine under all working conditions, we need some modifications. Right? So we have to add some additional devices in the simple carburetor, right? So that is called a complete carburetor. That is called a complete carburetor, right? So in that simple carburetor, what are the modifications, right? So here we have majorly five modifications, right? So one is the main metering system, idling system, power enrichment or economizer system, acceleration pump system, and the choke, right? So we can see in the first term, right? So metering system main metering system of the carburetor is designed to supply nearly a constant basis the mixture of fuel and air over a wide range of engines, that is variety of loads and variety of speeds, right? So wide range of the speed and the loads, we have to supply a nearly constant basis fuel air, right? So for this we have to add some devices in the simple carburetor, that is the main metering system, right? So the mixture is corresponding approximately the best economic scale of the fuel throttle, right? So since the simple carburetor tends to enrich the mixture at a higher speeds, the automatically the compensating device is the incorporated in the main metering system to the correct in this tendency, right? Correct in the tendency, right? So we can see one by one, right? So what is the compensation jet devices, right? So it is the compensating jet device, right? See the diagram, right? So the principle of the compensating jet device is to make the mixture leaner as the throttle opens progressively, right? So when the throttle opens progressively, the mixture will be the leaner, right? So the fuel amount will be somewhat less while comparing to the air supply, right? So here, in addition to the main jet, see here it is the main jet. See, it is the main jet, right? It is the main jet from the float chamber, right? In addition, we are using the compensating jet. We are using the compensating jet here. That is the one more jet, right? So that also connected with the float chamber with the compensating well, right? So it is a compensating well. Is it clear, right? So in addition to the main jet, a compensating jet is incorporated, right? Incorporated. The compensating jet is connected to the compensating well, right? There, see here the compensating jet. The compensating jet is connected with the compensating well, right? Then the compensating well is also vented to the atmosphere or a main float chamber, right? So it will be vented to the atmosphere or in a main float chamber, right? So the compensating well is supplied the fuel from the main float chamber, right? So the compensating well is supplied with a fuel from the main float chamber through the recessing orifice, right? So here we can see the orifice, right? So it is the orifice, right? It is the orifice, right? So the flow will be controlled by these orifice, restricting orifice, right? So with increasing the airflow rate, there is decrease in the fuel level in the compensating valve, right? So if it is the airflow rate, right? So the airflow rate is increases, then there is decrease in the fuel level in the compensating well, with results the fuel supply through the compensating jet also decreases, right? So if the airflow is more, then the supply of the fuel from the compensation jet is low, right? The compensating just sorry the compensating jet, right? The compensating jet, the progressively makes the mixture leans. Why? Because the amount of fuel flows through the compensating jet is low, right? So um, the sum of the two tendencies to keep the fuel air mixture is more or less is shown here, right? So see, for the main jet, the fuel will be higher than the compensation jet. It will be reduces, right? Well, புரிஞ்சா புரியலையா இது? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. So once the airflow is high, right? Once the airflow is increases, the amount of flow in the compensation jet will reduces, right? So the amount of flow of fuel by the compensating jet is reduces, so automatically the mixture will be a lean mixture, right? So இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? So the air fuel ratio reduces, right? Airflow, it increases the airflow, the compensating jet decreases the flow jet, right? So it will be reduces the air fuel ratio, so we can get a lean mixture, right? For the compensating jet, right? So for the compensating jet இந்த மாதிரி, right? So but in the main jet ஒன்று இருக்கு, right? So once the it will be flow a constant fuel, right? So இது என்ன பண்ணும், constant of fuel வந்து ஸ்ப்ரே பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும், right? Constant amount, right? So இங்க என்ன கிடைக்கும் அப்படின்னா, once it will be increases the fuel ratio, that is rich mixture இங்க கிடைக்கும், right? So the rich mixture and the lean mixture ரெண்டுமே நம்ம இங்க இந்த compensating jet devicesல வந்து நம்ம obtain பண்ணிக்க முடியும், right? So இது ஒரு condition, right? So second one is the emulsion tube or air bleeding devices. Emulsion tube or air bleeding devices, right? So in the modern carburetor, the mixture correction is done by this air bleeding device, right? The mixture correction is done by air bleeding device, right? So in this arrangement, the main metering jet is fitted. The main metering jet is fitted is about 25 mm, right? So 25 mm below the level, below the petrol level, that is below the main jet level, right? So main jet level to below, right? So it is called as submerged jet. It is called as the submerged jet, right? So the jet is suited at the bottom of the well, right? Jet is suited at the bottom of the well, the side of which have holes which are communication with the atmospheres, right? So the jet, right? So with the jet is suited at the bottom of the well, and the sides which have the holes, right? So which are communication with the atmospheric, right? With the atmospheric, so the air is drawn through the holes in the well, right? So the air is drawn through the well, right? The hole, through the hole into the well, the petrol is emulsified. The petrol is emulsified, and the pressure difference across the petrol column is not as greater as that the simple or basic carburetor. So for the basic carburetor, the emulsion tube difference is right. Then initially the petrol in the well is at the level equal to the float chamber, right. So it which is at the initial condition, right. At the initial condition, the petrol well is at the level of equal to the float chamber. On opening the throttle of the petrol, right, on the opening of the throttle in the petrol, it just being subjected to the low throat pressure. So at a low throat pressure is drawn into the air at the throat area, right, at the throat area. So the pressure reduces, right. So the throat area, the pressure reduces, right. So this continues with in decreasing the mixtures, right. So this continues decreasing with the decreasing mixture riches as the hole in the central tube are progressively uncovered, right. So the normal flow takes place from the main jet. So the normal flow will be takes place in the main jet. Then here it will be some air bleeding device, right. Then the next one is the auxiliary valve carburetor. Yeah. So auxiliary valve carburetor. So in this auxiliary valve device, for understanding the basic principles of this valve auxiliary valve carburetor device, right. So when the engine is not operating at the pressure, right. So the pressure P1 acting on the top of the auxiliary valve is atmospheric. The vacuum at the venturi throat pressure increases, right. So the vacuum at the venturi throat increases, so automatically the pressure is decreases at the venturi valve, right. So with increase in load, the throat area pressure is reduces, right. So this pressure differential lifts the valve against the tension of the spring, right. So against the tension of the spring, then or right, see here we have a spring valve, right. So once the throat area, the pressure decreases to increase in the load, right. So due to the pressure differential, the spring lifts, and the valve, the spring lifts against the tension spring, right. The spring will be lifts due to the pressure differential. So the valve will be open. So the valve will be open. As the result, the more air is admitted. So as the result, the more air is admitted, and the mixture is prevented becoming the rich. Right? So the mixture is becoming prevented from the rich mix. Right? So it is called the auxiliary valve carburetor, as well as the same the auxiliary port carburetor, right. So by opening the butterfly valve, by opening the butterfly valve, the additional air is admitted, and at the same time the depression, right, the depression at the throat, the venturi throat, right, the depression at the venturi throat are reduces, it decreasing the quantity of the fuel drawn it, right? So it decreasing the quantity of the fuel drawn it. So the carburetor compensates the altitude, right. The carburetor compensates the altitude, right. So these are the main metering systems, right. So these are the main metering systems, right. So in this class, just we seen what is the simple carburetor and what are the types of carburetor, and here the main metering systems, right. In this main metering system, we have seen the compensating jet, the air bleed devices, auxiliary valve, and auxiliary port carburetors. Right. So remaining these terms will be we'll discuss in next class. Is that right?